Hi children, welcome you all to this session. Today we are going to continue exercise 1.3. Few word problems are going to be discussed today. Get ready with your NCERT textbook. Okay children? Today's session we are going to discuss word problems, okay, from exercise 1.3. In last class, just what we have done, we have discussed about the product of integers using suitable properties. By using certain properties, we have done for certain problems. Today we are going to start with the word problems, that is sixth problem. Okay, you can take your NCERT textbook for this children and you can refer your question in that. Okay, sixth question is a general situation question. Okay, they have given a general situation. Based upon the situation, we have to solve the answer. Okay, a certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. Okay, what is the question is, first there one room has a temperature 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, one room's temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. It is lowered from 40 degrees Celsius, it is lowering. How it is lowering means, for 1 hour it will become 35 degrees Celsius. Then again for 1 hour 30 degrees Celsius. Like that it is lowering. Okay, for each hour how many degrees Celsius it is lowering? 5 degrees Celsius. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process? So if it is like this, okay, for each hour it is reducing, then after 10 hours what will be the temperature, that they are asking. Okay, when I'm working the problem, you could get a clear idea about it. Okay, listen, what is our present room temperature? 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, now our room temperature is 40 degrees Celsius, that you imagine. Next, how the room temperature is lowered? How it is lowered? 5 degrees Celsius per hour, right, for every hour. Okay, for each hour 5 degrees Celsius it is lowering. Then for 10 hours how it will be lower? See, listen, 10 hours we have to find it. Since it is lowering, we are representing this 5 degrees Celsius as minus 5 degrees Celsius, because actually the temperature is lowered. If it is higher, if it goes upwards, you will represent them in positive integer. Since it is lowering down, you will represent them in negative integer. So now it is lowering by minus 5 degrees Celsius per hour. Now you got the point. Next, after that it takes 10 hours, right? 10 hours reducing, how much it will be? 10 into minus 5, right? 10 into minus 5. So 10 into minus 5, minus 50 degrees Celsius. So from 40 degrees Celsius you have to subtract. So now we want to find the temperature after 10 hours. So if you subtract these two, if you add it, plus into minus 50. So 40 minus 50 minus 10 degrees Celsius. So after 10 hours that room temperature will be minus 10 degrees Celsius. Listen carefully. A certain freezing process requires room temperature lowered from 40 degrees Celsius. So our room has temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. That's why I told you the present room temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. Then it is lowering. How it is lowering? For each hour 5 degree it is reducing. Next hour 5 degree. 5 degree, like that it is reducing. So I am saying that 5 degree per hour. 5 degrees Celsius per hour. It is per hour means what? 1 hour. Okay, since it is lowering, I am representing them in minus 5 degrees Celsius. So after 10 hours how much it will be lowered? 10 into minus 5 minus 50 degrees Celsius. Then if you combine from this two, you can get the present temperature. From this, if you combine all this reduction point, will you reach here? Right, see, listen, this fully is minus 50 degrees Celsius. So if you combine this and this fully, you will get this border point, right? Actually, the 40 degree is our present. This minus 50 degree is the reduced values. So if you add all those things, you can reach this value, which is the temperature after 10 hours. That is what I have added, this 40 degree plus minus 50 degree. Plus into minus minus. 40 minus 50 minus 10 degrees Celsius. So after 10 hours, that room temperature will become minus 10 degrees Celsius. Understood, children? Next is your 7th question. Okay, what is the question? You can read the question carefully, children. In a class test containing 10 questions. So how many questions you have in a class test? 10 questions. In that, 5 marks for every correct answer. 5 marks will be, if you are getting correct answer, you will get 5 marks for each question. Minus 2 marks for every incorrect answer, which means if you are getting any wrong answer, you will get minus 2 for every wrong answer. 0 mark for not attending that question. Okay, how many questions are there? Totally 10 questions. In that, 5 mark for every correct answer, minus 2 mark for every incorrect answer, and 0 mark for not attending that question. Now Mohan get 4 correct answers. 4 correct answers, right? For 1 correct answer, how much mark? 5 mark. About 4 correct answer means 5 4s are 20. Correct? Next, 1 incorrect answer, how much marks? Minus 2 marks, right? Then for 6 incorrect answers, 6 into minus 2, minus 12. Now what is his score? Score means what? You should add correct answer also, incorrect answer. If you add all those things only, you will get a total score, right? So total score is correct answer plus incorrect answer. So 20 plus minus 12. So 20 plus into minus minus 12. 20 minus 12, 8 marks. So he has scored totally 8 marks in his class test. Listen, totally 10 questions are there. For every correct answer, 5 marks. So he got 4 correct answers. So 4 into 5, 20. Next, for every incorrect answer, he is getting minus 2. So he has got 6 incorrect answer. So 6 into minus 2, minus 12. If you want a total score, you should add correct answer as well as incorrect answer. So you will get 8 marks as his total score. Understood? Next, second subdivision in that same question. So how many questions we have totally? 10 questions. 5 mark for correct answer, minus 2 mark for incorrect answer, and 0 mark for not attending that question. So this you should keep it in your mind and you have to solve this question. So Reshma has how much correct answer? 5 correct answer. So for 1 correct answer, how much mark? 5 mark. So for 5 correct answer, 5 into 5, 25 marks. Okay, for 1 correct answer, 5 mark. 5 correct answer means 5 into 5, 25 marks. Next, 2 incorrect answer. So, for 1 incorrect answer, minus 2 mark. So, for 5 incorrect answer, minus 2 into 5. Minus 2 into 5, 5 2s are 10. Minus into plus, minus 10. So, for finding the total score, what I told you? 25 plus minus 10. Now, 25 plus into minus minus 10. 25 minus 10, 15 marks. Okay, listen carefully. For 1 correct answer, 5 mark means for 5 correct answer, 5 into 5, 25. For 1 incorrect answer, minus 2 mark means for 5 incorrect answer, minus 2 into 5, minus 10. So for total score, I should add correct answer as well as incorrect answer. 25 plus minus 10. So 25 minus 10. 25 minus 10 is 15 marks. So Reshma has got 15 marks in her test. Okay. Next, third subdivision. Hina gets 2 correct answer, 5 incorrect answer out of 7 questions she attempts. Okay, so totally how many questions she has attempted? Only 7 questions she has attempted. So how many questions she didn't attend? 3 questions, because totally we have 10 questions. In that 7 questions she have attempted. So remaining is 3. Okay, so now for 1 correct answer, 5 marks you will get. Then for 2 correct answer, 5 into 2, 10 marks. Right. Next, for one incorrect answer, you will get minus 2 marks. Then for 5 incorrect answer, you will get 5 into minus 2, minus 10 marks. Then how many questions she didn't attend? 3 questions. Okay. If one question not attempted, you will get 0 mark. So if she didn't attend 3 questions, 3 not attempted means 3 into 0, 0 mark. Right? Did you understand this? One correct answer na 5 mark. 2 incorrect answer na 5 into 2, 10 mark. Then for 1 incorrect answer na minus 2 marks. Then for 5 incorrect answer, 5 into minus 2, minus 10 mark. Then she didn't attend 3 questions. If you didn't attend 1 question, 0 mark. Then for 3 questions, 3 into 0, 0 mark. So for finding total score, I told you correct, incorrect, not attempted, everything you should add it. Okay, so what is the correct score? 10. What is your incorrect score? Minus 10. What is your not attempted score? 0. Now 10 plus into minus, minus 10 plus 0. 10 minus 10, 0 plus 0 which is equal to 0. Listen carefully. Here actually they have given only 7 questions that she has attempted. Remaining 3 questions she didn't attend. Okay, so I have calculated for correct answer mark, incorrect answer mark as well as not attempted mark also. So if I want to find a total score, you should add correct answer mark, incorrect answer mark, not attempted mark. That is what I have done here. So I have got the answer as 0. So she has got 0 mark in her test. Okay children. Next question is your 8th question. Okay. So 8th questions, listen. A cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement. So if they are selling white cement, they will get rupees 8 for each bag. Okay. Next, they will get a loss of rupees 5 for grey bags. If they are selling grey bags, they will get 5 rupees loss for grey bags. Okay. So actually when they are selling white bag, they will get a profit of rupees 8, and when they are selling grey bag, they are going to get a loss of rupees 5. Okay, now you got clear. A company sells 3000 bag of white cement, okay, and 5000 bag of grey cement in a month. Was it a profit or loss? They are asking whether it is a profit or loss. Okay, so first we are going to find the how much profit value they are getting, how much loss value they are getting. Okay, listen. So for 1 bag of white cement, how much they are getting? How much profit they are getting? Rupees 8. Correct? So for 1 bag of white cement, they are getting profit. So they are getting profit of rupees 8. So for how much bag they are selling in that month? 3000 bags. Okay. So 3000 bags of white cement they are selling. So how much profit they will get? 3000 into 8. So 8 3s are 24,000. Okay. Did you understand? So for 1 bag of white cement they will get a profit of rupees 8. So now they are selling 3000 bag of white cement. So 3000 bag of white cement means 3000 into profit of rupees 8. So 8 3s are 24,000. Next, 1 bag of grey cement. How much they are? What they are getting? They are getting loss actually for rupees 5. Okay, 1 bag of grey cement means they are getting loss actually. So I am getting rupees 5. Now how much bag they are selling? 5000 bags of grey cement they are selling. So 5 into 5000. Okay, 5 into 5000 they are doing. 5 5s are 25. So here profit actually they are getting as 24,000. Here loss they are getting as 25,000. So which is what actually they are doing here is they are getting both profit as well as loss. But here actually profit is less than the loss, right? So they are actually here profit is 24,000, loss is 25,000. So profit is less than loss. So here actually they are facing loss, okay? They are facing loss. So if you want to find how much amount they are lost is amount they have loss is, how to find it? You should find like 25,000 minus 24,000. So how much you are getting? 1,000. Okay. So you actually are getting 1,000 as your loss amount. Okay. Listen carefully. For 1 bag of white cement, you are getting profit of 8 rupees. So the 3,000 bag of white cement, how much profit you will get? 3,000 into 8. So 24,000. Next, 1 bag of grey cement, how much loss you are getting? For each bag 5 rupees. For 5,000 bag, 5 into 5,000, 25,000. Here profit is less than the loss. So actually they are facing loss in that business. Okay. So how much they are lost? They are facing the losses. 25,000 minus 24,000. So 1,000. Okay. This is what your loss value. Understood, children? Next is your B question. Okay. 8th question in that B. What is the number of white cement bags it must be sold to have neither profit nor loss? Okay, they are asking how much white bags should be sold to have both profit as well as loss. Both it should be same. Which means here profit and loss will be equal, which means nothing will be there in that business. No profit will be there, no loss. That is called as neither profit nor loss. Neither nor means it is both will not be there. Okay, neither profit nor loss means there won't be profit also, there won't be loss also, which means here profit and loss will be the same thing. Okay, they are asking what is the number of white bags we have to sell. Okay, so what they have given is, if the number of grey bags sold is 6,400. So actually grey bags comes in loss side, right? So for each grey bag, how many rupees you will get loss? 5 rupees, right? But here profit comes in the white bag. We don't know how many white bags we want to buy. So X, I am taking it as X, into how much profit you will get for each grey bag as a white bag? 8. Okay, listen carefully. Here profit and loss are same. So I am taking profit equal to loss. Here what we want to find? We have to find the number of white bags. Number of white bags comes in the profit side. So X I don't know, so I am writing it as X. Into 8 is the profit which I am getting while I am selling the white bag. So X into 8 equal to loss comes under the grey bag. Grey bag is 6,400 into loss rupees 5. Now if you want to find this, this will go that side. Okay, so 6,400 into 5, here multiplication 8, that side if it go, it becomes division 8. Okay, listen, I want to find the number of white bags, so I am sending this 8 to that side. So 6,400 into 5 divided by 8. Now 8 ones are 8, 8 8s are 64, 0. 8 into 5, 4,000. So how many white bags I should sell? I should sell 4,000 white bags. Okay, if you sell the 4,000 white bags and 6,400 grey bags only, we won't get any profit also and no loss also. Okay, what they are saying, in this business we are not getting any profit as well as loss. So here profit and loss will be equal. Here we want to find the number of white bags. So what profit I am getting? 8 rupees for each bag. So for X bag, X into 8. For 1 bag, 5 rupees I am getting loss. So 6,400 bag into 5. Now I am bringing this to that side. So divided by 8, because multiplication 8. That side if it go, it become division 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 8s are 64. 800 into 5, 4,000. So actually how much white bags we want? 4,000 white bags we want for this business. Understood, children? Question is 9th question. Okay, Next is your 9th question. You see here we are just going to fill in the blanks. Okay. See 3. Here what you should put? You should get 27. 9 3s are 27. That you know, right? So can I put 9 here? But minus into plus minus. But if you put here minus, minus into minus plus. Okay. So 9 3s are 27. Minus into minus plus. Next 5 is 35. What will come here? 7 5s are 35. But plus into plus, plus should come here. But here it is minus. So you can put minus 7 here. So 5 7s are 35. Plus into minus, minus 35. Next 7 8s are 56. Plus into minus, minus. So it is correct. Next 11 12s are 132. But minus into minus plus. So like this, first you should write the number, child. Then what you have to do now? You should multiply the symbol and you have to see. Okay children. Then your homework is page number 20, example 4 and 5. Okay children. Today's session we have discussed few word problems from exercise 1.3 and I have given you example 4 and 5 from page number 20 as homework. Hope you all understood children. Thank you.